identify what skin lesion this is. Is Ma'am Shan Santos there? Wala kasi siya last time. Diyan na ba siya? Ma'am Shan? Wala pa rin siya. Shan. So wala uli si Ma'am Shan. Lo, anong nangyari sa kanya? Okay, I'll call on another. Si Ma'am Angod.
Ma'am?
Yes po, can you identify? Mukhang okay ka lang ba? Sige, can
Okay
you
lang po.
identify the
Sorry.
lesion?
Is that herpes po ba?
Try another. A clue, bacterial infection siya.
Um, po.
May crusting siya. Oh. Ano ba yung nabasa mo na may crusting na bacterial infection?
Impetigo po.
Yes, correct. Thank you. Ayan na. Marami ng bonus yan. Okay, next slide. This one. This is a viral infection. Sir Ginto, Brian. Medyo mahirap talaga pag derma actually. Nandiyan ba si Sir Ginto? Brian Kelly? Wala siya. Yes, Ma'am Trinidad.
Hello po, Ma'am. Morts po.
Okay, thank you. Correct. Okay, next. Wala si Sir Brian. Ano? Wala, bakit sad face ka, Ma'am Britney? Hindi ka ba natawag? Yung mamaya na lang. This one. You identify what skin lesion this is. Ma'am Galman, are you there? Ma'am Galman,
Wait
Mary
lang po,
Ann.
Ma'am.
Ay, ano siya? Sige, clue. Dermatophyte. 5, 4, 3.
Alam ko na po, Ma'am. Alam ko na
Ano?
po.
Ano?
Yung Gium po.
Yes. Okay, correct. Thank you.
Thank you po.
Okay. Eto, madali-dali to. Dito naman tayo sa mga nagtataas ng kamay. Si Ma'am Paat. Ay, sorry, Sir Paat. Sorry, Derek.
Hello po, ma'am.
Mm-mm.
Ano po ba yan?
Tignan mo muna mabuti.
Wait lang po.
May
Red.
swelling lang siya, tapos mukhang superficial lang.
Ayun, cellulitis po ba yan?
Okay, correct. Thank you. Eto. Sige, Ma'am Britney. Ano yun?
Wait lang po yan. Ano po clue, ma'am?
Anong clue? Dalawa lang yun. Yung sa inflammatory siya. Ano siya, may silvery scales. Typical presentation niya.
Wait lang po, ma'am. Parang
Chronic siya.
di ko po...
May silvery scales siya. Kaya mo yan.
Wait lang po, ma'am. Parang same po.
Ano?
Feel ko parang psoriasis.
Oo. Tama, tama. Hindi mo feel. Sige, tama naman yung feels
Tama,
mo.
ma'am.
Psoriasis. Yan. Thank you. Ay, sorry. Ito, anong term yun? Pinakamadali yan.
Ma'am, alam ko
Pinakamadaling,
yan,
ano
ma'am.
yan.
Alam ko yan.
O, iba naman. Talaga. Si Ma'am Nicole.
Jaundice po. For
Jaundice.
hepatitis.
Aba, mayroon pong additional. Okay na, jaundice. Right, thank you. Eto, hindi masyadong kita eh. Sige nga, Ma'am Aya. Wala, nagtago. Ma'am Aya.
Ma'am, napindot ko lang po. Sorry po.
Wala ka. Oh, ito, pag may allergy kayo, anong tawag dun? Yes, Sir Cariaga.
Hello po. Hives po ba?
Yes, or another term is
Ma'am, di ko po alam yung other term.
urticaria. Okay, pero tama na yung sagot mo. Accepted na yun. Thank you. Ito, kahawig lang ng isa. Sorry na doble. Eto. Ito na lang. Clue. Ano siya? Dermatophyte infection. Yes, Ma'am Eliza. O, napindot lang. Sir Kyle?
Kinayamanan po.
Okay, correct. Okay, last na slide na yan. So, we'll proceed na with the lecture. Thank you for participating.
Ma'am, ano po yung last?
Alin?
Tinyapatis po ba yun?
Manum.
Manong.
Sa hand kasi. Oo. Okay, lang ah. Wala pa yung slide, di nyo pa nakita.
Nakita na po namin, ma'am.
Okay, sige. Yan. So for today, yun nga, we're going to discuss about the integumentary system. So in short, these are dermatologic diseases or lesions. So first up, we have the skin color. So every time we have our physical examination of the patient, the most obvious physical examination would be to check for your skin color. So for your skin color, there are various skin discoloration. There could be hyperpigmentation or hypopigmentation. And this may represent a various diseases or endocrine. It may be endocrine due to endocrine diseases, renal, or cardiovascular. So, the one that is included or should be discussed is all about jaundice. So, alam niyo naman na yun based on your clinical chemistry din. What do you think is are what the causes of jaundice? Sir Inocencio? Inocencio Edwin? Are you there? Wala rin si Sir. Okay, just give me one, Ma'am Herschel.
High levels of bilirubin po.
Okay, so due to the accumulation of bilirubin. Thank you for that answer. So usually in liver diseases, so what are the common sites? Usually in the mucous membranes, nail beds, and also in our sclera. So what is the term we use if we have jaundice or yellow discoloration in our sclera? Ano yung term na description natin doon? Tatandaan niyo ba? Or napag-aralan niyo ba before? Yan ang term blank sclera pagka yellowish yung discoloration niya. Sir John Andrew? Parang maraming wala ngayon, no? Ilan ba tayo ngayon? Wala rin si Sir John Andrew Ronquillo? Yes, Sir Villaferte.
Is it scleral icterus po?
Yes, correct. Icterus or icteric sclerae. Okay. So these are example the pictures of ictericia or we have icteric sclerae. So not all of them are pathologic in cause, especially if you have icteric sclerae. So some would have increase in carotene. So how to check if it is really jaundice from other causes or if it is from carotene? You check for your hard palate. So if your hard palate has also yellow discoloration, it is a true ictericia or true icteric sclerae. So kapag hindi dilaw yung hard palate, so due to carotene yun, yung pagkakaroon ng icteric sclera. Okay, so we'll start off with dermatophytosis for our skin diseases. So ito yung usually madali lang siyang in description kasi based siya sa body parts. So fungal infections such as tinea. So it is also known as ringworm. So do you think this ring infection is also caused by a worm? Or why is it called ringworm? Would you know kung bakit siya ringworm? Sir Tyrone, nandiyan ka ba?
Because po sa appearance niya na parang patch po sa skin.
Yes, correct. So, dahil mukha siyang ring. Okay. So, the usual microorganisms are Microsporum, Trichophyton, and Epidermophyton. So, usually located sa mga warm, moist regions of the body. So, actually, generally, all the skin lesions, we have the normal flora. Some of them we have in our body as our normal flora. However, if a patient is immunocompromised, dun siya nagiging para opportunistic. So, itong mga fungal infections, siya sa mga nagkukos ng skin infection sa mga immunocompromised. So, the signs and symptoms usually cracking, weeping, or oozing itchy skin. So, here is an example of tinea corporis. So, as you can see, and mukha nga siyang ring. Meron erythematous outside, then meron siyang parang pabilog. Okay, next. So, here are the types of tinea infection. So, tinea capitis on the scalp. Not mainly on the scalp. So, head, buong head. So, pwede rin sa eyebrows, eyelashes. And usually, they have the propensity for attacking hair shafts or follicles. So, they are scaly and inflamed. They resemble seborrheic dermatitis. And usually, may hair loss or alopecia. So, yung picture kanina, nakita nyo yung tinea capitis. Halos wala ng or diminished yung hair dun sa area. The next is Tinea manum. So this is a fungal infection which affects our hands. So ganun din, itchy. Basta pag itchy, usually mainly fungal yan. So round patches around the hands. Usually dry and thickened yung palms. So ito yung example ng Tinea capitis sa mga bata. As you can see, alos wala na siyang hair. Na kalbo na siya. Or yung sa Tagalog, poknat ba yan? Okay. Next is Tinea corporis. So this is mainly found in the body, skin on arms, legs, and is on the body. Then your Tinea unguinum. These are infections on your fingers or toenails. So if not treated, it will result on overgrown or thick nails with brittle appearance. So alam niyo ba yung term ng fungal infection sa mga toenails or sa mga fingernails? Si Ma'am Yesha. Ay, sorry. Isaiah pala. Ma'am Far.
Ano po ulit yung tanong mo?
Ano
Tunggal
yung
po sa kamay.
sa toenails, sa nail beds? Di ba meron tayong term that starts with the letter O? Call a friend ka na?
Sige po.
Si Ma'am Jamaica, sige.
Onychomycosis po, ma'am.
Okay, correct. Yes, tama. Onychomycosis. So, another, Tinea pedis. So, yun yung tinatawag na athlete's foot. So, most commonly talaga siya sa mga, kasi usually mapapawisin yung in between ng toes natin. Then, Tinea cruris, which is the jock itch. So, this mainly affects men. So, aggravated siya by increased perspiration, yung mga tight-fitting shorts or pants. So, yung mga mahilig mag-skinny jeans, medyo loosen up natin yan. Kasi prone kayo sa mga jock itch, mga undergarments. So, here's an example of Tinea pedis. As you can see, the fungal infection, yung mga white in between the toes. Moist areas kasi siya. Kaya prone siya sa fungal infection. So here an example of Tinea unguinum. So another term for that is the onychomycosis. Halos hindi na maganda yung itsura ng toes nyo. Medyo brittle na rin yan. So here are the different compilation of the different Tinea infections, capitis, corporis, pedis. We have another which is the Barbie. So another term sa mga may beard or mga nagsishave yan. Tinea manum and unguinum. Okay, so for the treatment, antifungals, miconazole, clotrimazole, or terbinafine, we give it for 4 weeks. Then for infections involving the hair, nails, or those with resistant organisms, we give systemic therapy with extensive duration. So griseofulvin, itraconazole, terbinafine. So the treatment usually 3 to 4 weeks for Tinea corporis and almost a year for onychomycosis. Okay, next is candidiasis. Sorry. So candidiasis, we all know, is caused by the Candida albicans. So we have other types. We have mucocutaneous candidiasis. So as I've said, usually yung mga fungal, yung mga organism sa body, pagka immunodeficient tayo or immunocompromised, dun sila naging opportunistic. So this is also one of them. So we have intertriginous, we have perianal and vulvovaginal candidiasis. So for intertriginous, usually found yan sa mga axillary, sa mga inframammary areas. So yung mga may skin folds. So, well demarcated yung lesions nila. Then, for perianal with maceration and pruritus ani. So, yung perianal, minsan nakikita yan sa mga babies, yung mga diaper rash. And vulvovaginal, so sa vaginal area which causes pruritus and vaginal discharge. So, here are the examples. So, inframammary, yung sa ilalim ng mammary area. So, next is your vulvovaginal, and this is another example yung sa baba, yung sa toenails, onychomycosis. So, another form of candidiasis is oral thrush. So, these are white patches on the inner cheeks, tongue, or roof of the mouth and throat. So, mainly sa oral mucosa. So, this may also present as cracking and redness at the corners of the mouth. And pagka na-scrape off siya, madali siyang mag-bleed. Okay, so for the treatment, for oral thrush, so mga mouth rinse or mouthwash with nystatin or clotrimazole. If there is widespread infection, so mga systemic na siya, we use oral ketoconazole or fluconazole. Okay, so next is pityriasis versicolor. So this is discoloration of the skin caused by Malassezia furfur. So it is usually found in the face, back, shoulders, or the abdomen. So sa medyo dark skin, it is colored white or light tan. Sa mga medyo mapuputi, usually colored light red or pink. So sa Tagalog, ito yung mga an-an. So usually, yung sa iba, medyo itchy and medyo mahapde. So for this, you usually avoid sunlight or use sunscreens, mga patients na may ganito, may pityriasis. Okay, so next is viral. May mga tanong ba? Baka may questions kayo. Okay pa tayo dyan. Next is viral. First, we have human papillomavirus, so verrucae or warts. This cause hypertrophy of the keratin cells. So we have two kinds. We have common warts, usually found in children's hands and fingers. So yung pina-identify ko kanina, that's common warts. So these are spread by scratching and direct contact. Usually, they disappear on their own. So another is plantar warts. Usually, yan yung nasa paa, sa talampakan. So they tend to grow inward. Mas smooth yung appearance niya and medyo masakit pagka lumalakad kasi na yung pressure ng weight ng person. So these are treated with surgery or cryotherapy. Now, ito yung example na yun, yung common wart. Then this is the plantar warts. Okay, so another common disease of the HPV is the genital warts. So these are sexually transmitted, highly contagious. So this is associated with cervical cancer. That's why we advocate a HPV vaccine to those who are, especially women who are sexually active, to prevent HPV. Next is the herpes simplex. So usually they begin with a burning or tingling sensation. So herpes simplex is our vesicles and which also has erythema. This may progress to pustules, ulcerations, and crustings before healing. So, ano ba yung disease na kinukos ng herpes simplex? Sa tingin mo? Sir Kyle, Mark. Yung HSV.
Ano po ulit yung question mo?
Anong disease ang kinokos ng HSV? Herpes simplex.
Chickenpox po ba, ma'am?
Yes, oo. Correct. Chickenpox. So, pain is common and healing takes place in 10 to 14 days. So, after the initial infection, yung herpes virus, they may be in latent form sa trigeminal nerve. And these recurrent lesions are precipitated by stress, sunlight exposure, menses, or injury. So, we have two types, the herpes simplex type 1 and type 2. So, ano kaya yung difference ng type 1 tsaka type 2? Alam niyo ba yung difference nila? Yes, Sir Andre.
Yung type 1 po, ma'am, typically po sa facial lang po and oral siya nakikita. Then yung type 2 po is sa genitals naman.
Yes, correct. So, yung type 1, more on sa taas, kaya siya 1. So, yun lang ang aking ano dyan, para matandaan natin. So, 1 sa taas, sa baba, yung 2. So, these are the herpes simplex type 1, they cause cold sores or fever blisters around the mouth or nose. So, commonly develops after a common cold or fever. So, ito yung example niya. Medyo nakakalito talaga itsura ng mga skin lesions. So, minsan, we base it on history din and careful examination. So, bata ito. Oo, kay malungkot. So, these are herpes. Typical cold sores on the mouth of a child. So, for the herpes simplex type 2, so these are the genital herpes, so spread by physical contact. So, most contagious when in active stage. Kahit na hindi siya active, ano siya, it could be contagious pa din. So, for the treatment, usually, we give antivirals, acyclovir, bamcyclovir, valacyclovir. So, for your symptomatic relief, so if medyo painful, we give lidocaine, hindi masyado. So, in clinical practice, we give pregabalin. And then, if Makati naman, give diphenhydramine or your antihistamine and cold compress. So, next, yung varicella. Shingles ang kinokos nito. Can be spread by airborne particles. So, vesicles can be found on face, trunk, and extremities. So, we have 3 stages. We have macule, vesicle, and granular scab. And usually accompanied siya ng mga cold-like symptoms. Sa mga bata, yung cough coryza. And sometimes photosensitivity. So, ito naman yung skin lesions niya. Mga bata. Okay, for the treatment, so kung may fever, we give acetaminophen or paracetamol. For the pruritus, lukewarm baths, and also can give antihistamines such as Benadryl. May mga questions ba kayo? Okay pa? Okay, thank you. So, next infection is the ectoparasitic. We have 2. We have one is pediculosis. So, these are lice, mga kuto. Yan. So, they are spread to direct contact with infested person. Hindi siya infested, and infested objects. So, usually, mga hairbrush. Ako, anong elementary kasi, yun ang laging sinasabi ng mother ko, wag kang manghihiram ng mga gamit ng iba kasi usually, nung bata tayo, iba, di ba, may mga may mga kuto-kuto sa ulo. So, you have variants, pediculus humanus, variant capitis. So, these are the head lice. So, ito yung pinaka-common. So, ito chine-check sa mga schools. So, another is para siyang anatinea. So, merong capitis, may corporis, so sa body, then sa pubis, so meron din itong ano sa sexual contact kasi sa pubic area siya nakikita. So, example nung ating friendly lice. Yan. So, these are lice and their infections sa corporis. So, on your upper left, yung tinea, sorry. Pediculosis sa head. So, ito sa right side is your body or legs. And then, pubic area yung lower picture. So, for the treatment, usually shampoo or bath with permethrin cream to eliminate the lice or the eggs or the nits. So, kailangan din ng hygiene, thorough cleaning ng bedding, towels, clothing, hats, combs, and hairbrushes. So, pagka-infected na, either itapon na or kailangan linisin mabuti. So, next is scabies. So, it is caused by organism Sarcoptes scabiei. So, these are tiny mites. So, nagbaburrow in sila sa stratum corneum and also transmitted via direct contact with infested individuals. Usually can be found in the finger webs, wrists, umbilicus, and groin area. So, common to sa mga bata. So, symptoms, intense itching, vesicles, and pustules. So, yung scabies, these are, sa Tagalog, ito yung mga galis. Okay, so the mites hatch their eggs and turn into larvae within 3 to 4 days and nagiging adult sila within 2 months. So, these are intensely pruritic. So, kaya siya kumakalat kasi di ba yung mga bata, mahilig silang magkamot. So, pag nag-scratch sila, nakukuha nila eggs, natatransmit nila sa ibang parts ng body nila. So, for the treatment, you give topical permethrin cream. Tapos sa mga patients na hindi maka-recover sa disease, we give oral ivermectin. So, these are the example pictures of your scabies. So, sa hands, pwede. So, ito sa baby o sa buong tiyan niya. So, next is bacterial infection. So first, we have impetigo. So these are acute contagious skin disease characterized by formation of vesicles, pustules, and yellowish crust. So ito yung typical presentation niya, yung yellowish crusts on lips, nose, ears, arms, and legs. So comparing siya dun sa, kasi medyo nakakalito nga kasi yung herpes, di ba? Halos magkamukha sila. Pero take note na yung impetigo, meron siyang crusting. Yun yung typical feature niya. So, this is caused by Staphylococcus aureus or your group A Streptococcus. Can you give me an example of your group A Streptococcus? Tatandaan niyo pa ba ang micro? Sir Franklin? Sir Franklin, are you there? Hello, wala rin siya. Absent din. Yung mga hindi, kahit naman wala kayong answer, kung nandyan naman kayo, pwede kayo mag-open ng mic kasi i-record ko as absent yun kung wala. So, wala rin si Sir Franklin. Yes, Ma'am Far.
Pharyngitis po.
Okay, so pharyngitis. Meron pa kayong alam, iba? Yes, Sir Derek?
Impetigo po, ma'am.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Ma'am Jamaica, may sagot ka pa?
Tonsil infection po or tonsillitis po.
Okay. Okay, correct. Tama naman kayong lahat. Si Sir Hart, meron ba?
Skin sores po or impetigo po.
Okay, sige. Medyo given na siya, pero yes, sige. Thank you for participating. So, ano yung give me one microorganism na belong siya sa group A Streptococcus? Diba may group A, may group B, strep. Mhm. Yes po. Sir Derek ulit.
Ma'am Pyogenes po ba?
Oh, is the strep pyogenes. Okay, so yung impetigo, you can be transmitted using sharing of items. So, dapat yung mga patients na ganito, we advise them na be hygienic. Kailangan may sarili silang towels, personal items, para hindi sila makahawa at the same time hindi sila mahawakan. So for the treatment, we give the antibiotic ointment mupirocin. So if medyo wide coverage na yung lesion, we give systemic antibiotics, mga cloxacillin, cephalosporins, or clindamycin. So yung complications niya usually may certain strains nung ating strep ay nagkukos ng glomerulonephritis in the long run. Pag left untreated or long-standing na yung impetigo. No, ito yung example nun. So, mas pronounced yung dito sa left lower picture yung crusting niya. Ito yung pinakita ko kanina na picture ng impetigo, baby with impetigo. Oh, next is folliculitis. So, yung magkasunod na to, sila yung comparatory. Folliculitis and furonculosis. So, for the folliculitis, usually, dahil normal flora sa skin is Staphylococcus, yun yung nagkukos ng infection. So, usually, ang infected part is the hair follicle. And then, usually, can be found in the face, arms, back, and legs. So, ang itsura niya, these are small pustules na nakapalibot sa hair follicle. So, hindi lang Staph aureus yung nagkukos ng folliculitis. So, it can also be caused by Pseudomonas aeruginosa or in hot tubs, yung mga whirlpools or water slides. So, for the treatment, we give topical mupirocin again or clindamycin. Regarding dun sa Pseudomonas infection sa mga hot tubs, they can resolve spontaneously or without treatment. Our next is furuncle. So, since skin infection, so usually by Staphylococcus aureus din ang kanyang etiologic agent. So, these are inflamed, localized, encapsulated, pus-filled lesions, usually painful sa affected site. So, pag yung furuncle, nagkaroon siya ng collection, so maraming hair follicles or maraming furuncles, so we call it carbuncles. So, for the treatment, we do incision and drainage of the pus, lalo na kung matagal na siya tapos hindi siya nagre-resolve with oral antibiotics. Initially, we give oral cloxacillin, cephalosporins like cephalexin and clindamycin. Pag hindi na-resolve, pag sa follow-up namin, hindi siya na-resolve, we advise incision and drainage. So, here's the difference or the comparison between folliculitis, furuncle, and carbuncle. So, yung folliculitis medyo mas, ah, ano lang siya, medyo superficial. Areas of sweat and abrasion na lahat naman sila. So, yung furuncle, yun yung may fluctuant nodule na siya. And then yung collection of furuncle, we call it the carbuncle. And next we have abscess. So it is also caused by Staphylococcus. It is an erythematous, raised and swollen tender skin lesion. So pag nakakita kayo ng abscess, medyo manipis yung outer layer niya. So, kung meron ng nagkapigsa, so ito yon yung abscess, pigsa sa inyo. So kailangan may break in the skin muna that will allow the bacteria to enter. Then, yun yung magkukos ng infection. So, this picture is an example of an abscess. So, kung mapapansin nyo, mas manipis yung outer, niya, yung skin kumpara dun sa carbuncle or furuncle. So, ito diretsong incision and drainage niya kasi mas malalim siya yung pus, maabot na rin sa dermis ng skin. Kaya kailangan i-incise and drain na yung pus. So, next is cellulitis. So, this can be caused by your streptococcus or staphylococcus. It is a common bacterial infection. So, signs of inflammation then as well as the swelling ng subcutaneous tissue. So, yung typical presentation niya. So, injuries that cause break in the skin. So, like cuts, ulcers, bites, yung mga insect bites, punctured wounds, yung mga tattoos, piercings, so may cause cellulitis. This can be treated by oral or IV antibiotics. So, here's an example. So, kumbaga, ala siyang pus. So, maga lang siya, more on inflamed lang yung itsura niya. Ala pa siya ng mga pus. So, usually yung cellulitis can progress to abscess din, lalo na left untreated or if kung ini-scratch lagi ng patient or nagkaroon ng trauma, so magkukos ng abscess. So here are the different bacterial infections. So yung folliculitis, so more on the hair follicles. Yung furuncle on your right upper picture and your carbuncle, collection of your furuncle and the abscess. So, papansin nyo talagang malaki at malalim yung sa abscess part. So, next, the next two skin lesions or the next two infections, these are more of a severe type. Tsaka ito ay yung mga nakakamatay yung iba. So, for the necrotizing fasciitis, these are caused by your group A, streptococcus. So, these are necrosis of the muscle fascia and your subcutaneous tissues. So, it is also known as your flesh-eating disease. So, initially, it starts with fever, severe pain, then nagkakaroon na ng ulceration, blisters, and then black spots. So, for this infection, we need to admit the patient kasi kailangan niya ng IV antibiotics and surgical intervention. So, here's an example of your necrotizing fasciitis. Ito sa diabetic yata itong patient. So, next naman is gas gangrene. So, ito naman ay caused by your Clostridium bacteria, commonly your Clostridium perfringens. So, it is also known as your Clostridial myonecrosis. So, yung Clostridium bacteria, they will release toxins na nagde-destroy ng blood cells, blood vessels, and eventually pati yung muscle tissue involved na rin. Yun ang nagkukos ng blister. So, this is due to traumatic injuries, yung mga gunshots, stab wounds, mga vehicular accidents kasi yung iba hindi agad nalilinis, hindi agad na ano yung sugat na sterilize or hindi sterilize yung mga sugat initially. Tapos matagal siyang, di ba, yung mga accidents lalo, hindi naman agad napupuntahan. They are prone to gangrene. So for the treatment, we do surgical debridement, amputation, no, IV antibiotics, as well as hyperbaric oxygen therapy. So most common ginagawa, so parang yung necrotizing fasciitis, ina-admit yung patient, and then we do surgical debridement, o yung iba worse, ina-amputate. So yung sa right side ng picture, this is from a diabetic patient. Nagkaroon na siya ng gas gangrene, I believe accident to eh. Kaya nagkaganon yung kanyang tooth. Tapos na-complicate na rin siya. So, usually, ina-amputate yung area ng gangrenous part. Okay, so the main difference between your gas gangrene and your necrotizing fasciitis. So, always remember yung necrotizing fasciitis, destroy lang niya yung fat under your skin, your connective tissues, or your fascia. While yung gas gangrene, ang nadidestroy na niya, mas malalim your blood vessels, your blood cells, and even your muscle tissues. Okay, so I think this is the last part. So, yung inflammatory skin disorders. So we have two to discuss. Your urticaria or your hives. So these are your allergic reactions. So, may allergies ba dyan? Can you raise your hands yung mga may allergies? Meron ba? Mga nakapunta sa clinic eh. Si Ma'am Perez, yes. Meron naman nakapunta sa clinic dahil sa allergy. So, yung mga iiwasan nyo, syempre, kung alam nyo may allergy, wag nang i-take or wag nang kainin or iwasan na. Yung iba sa perfume may allergy, so iba sa food. Yes, may magsalita ba?
Ma'am, last time po si Angge 50-50 na po siya.
Wala, talaga.
Kain lang po siya ng cheesecake.
Cheesecake, saan siya may allergy? Sa cheese?
Oo, opo, sa cheese po.
Saan siya nadala?
Di ko po alam, basta sa hospital po.
Wala. Buti na. So, yun, napaka hirap kasi di mo alam kung mag-anaphylactic siya ka or ano.
Naka-wheelchair po siya sa sa
Wala. So, yun. So, avoid your triggers. So, yung iba, some stings, bee stings sa plants. So iba nga, di ba, mga seafood, minsan sa chocolate. Iwasan nyo na lang yung mga allergens. So, these are itchy wheals surrounded by a red inflamed area. So, usually yan, nagsastart, wala siyang pattern. Minsan sa extremities or sa face. Basta pagka may itchy wheals na kayo naramdaman, punta na agad sa clinic para mabigyan ng antihistamine or kailangan may baon kayong laging antihistamine. Ayan, so these are examples of your wheals formation due to urticaria. Last is your psoriasis. So these are unknown etiology actually to. These are, some would say na due to emotional stress, sunlight, skin damage. So ang characteristic lesion niya is papules and plaques with overlying silvery scale. So these are with rapid replacement of your epidermal cells, dry cracking skin na may crusting din, can be painful. Pero ang typical nga is yung silvery scale niya. So usual affected parts are your knees, elbows, lower part of the back, your scalp and nails. So hindi natin masasabi kung magpo-progress siya or not. So, it can undergo exacerbation or remission. So, no cure. Usually, we give topical corticosteroids sa mga patients. So, ito yung example ng psoriasis. Mukha siyang fungal pero silvery scales yun on top of your papule and maculations. Okay, so last slide na pala yun. May questions ba kayo? Yung regarding dun sa utang ko rin na lecture, yung ano nga ba, immune system, tsaka yung